guest speaker, Mr. Seshadri, his wonderful wife, Mrs. Lalita Seshadri, fellow Triad Toastmasters and respected guests. I extend a very warm welcome to all of you. I'm glad you could all make it today. The first time I saw Seshadri sir was about a decade ago, back in 2004 or so, when I was an engineering student back in India. I happened to attend one of his personality development courses, and in hindsight, I think that was one of the best investments I ever made in myself. Now, the reason why I call it my best investment is because what he taught me in those 40 hours of training has shaped my personality, and it continues to have a positive impact on my life, on all aspects of my life, both personal and professional, even to this very day. And here's the interesting part. I am only one of the more than 400,000 people that he has trained in his illustrious career of 34 years thus far. He is a renowned personality development trainer. He is the founder director of an institute called SHINE, which stands for Chandelier Institute of Nurturing Excellence. He has trained students and professionals across a wide variety of industries, both manufacturing and service sectors. His trainings are a unique blend of Eastern philosophy and Western management principles. His training programs include effective communication, public speaking, positive thinking, time management, stress management, meditation, leadership skills, human relation skills, and so many more. I could go on and on about his numerous achievements, but I know I have limited time and we are all eagerly waiting to hear him speak. But if you'd like to know more about him or his work, please visit that website that I have right there, www.shinetrg.com. There is a lot of useful information out there on that website. Back in 2004, I would not have imagined in my wildest dreams that 10 years later, more than 8,000 miles away from home, here in Greensboro, North Carolina, I would have the sweet privilege of inviting and introducing Mr. Seshadri as a guest speaker here in Triad Toastmasters. Life is full of surprises, and so should it be. Fellow Triad Toastmasters and honorable guests, please join me in giving a very warm welcome to our guest speaker today, Mr. Seshadri.
We had it pointed at the
There you go.
Mr. President, Toastmasters, and guests, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
It's a wonderful experience to be here. I must thank Aruna for the fantastic love she has, confidence she has, that she has taken the courage of inviting me. And I know it requires a lot of courage. I'm excited because I have been coming to Charlotte for the last 2.5 years. I've been meeting a lot of people. Like recently also I have been there. I have been meeting a lot of young friends and also the elderly people. And as one of the students, what are you doing to do? He said, I am going to learn and then I would study in a university. I asked him, then what? I would like to get a job. I asked him, why do you want a job? Not simple, I want money. How much? Lot of money. I asked him, why do you want money? What money? House, car, other equipments, or gadgets. I asked him, why do you want all that? Ultimately, he said, I want to be happy. I was also in a contact with a very renowned real estate agent in Charlotte. I asked her, why are you doing all this so much of business, acquiring a lot of money? And ultimately she said, I want to be happy. What everyone is doing in this world, be it a student, ultimately he wants to be happy. All professionals do all things, get things. Ultimately you ask them, why are you doing all that? They said, I want to be happy. How many of you want to be happy? Please raise your hand. Then we are in the same group. We always, birthday, happy birthday. That day. And when somebody is getting married, we'll say, happy married life. He knows how miserable it becomes after marriage. But we wish everyone happy things. Now, question is, we are going to discuss for some time, what is a happy life? We are using two terms. What? Happy life. Can you talk louder with me? Happy. We want, what do we all of us want? Happy life. What do we want?
Happy life.
Whenever I ask, please repeat, so that we are, at least sometimes it is necessary. This is also some bit of social service. When you say loudly, happy life, you are doing social service. Why? Because suppose it doesn't happen, he is about to doze. At that moment she loudly says happy life, he wakes up. And it's a social service. Okay. What do we want?
Happy life.
And life, that means there are two words, happy and life. We will try to analyze two separately. Happy we know, but what is life? There are innumerable definitions of what life is. Life, they say, is a journey, is a pleasure, it's a song. But I found out there is one reason of right definition of what life is. When there is nothing, when something is absent, there is no more life. What is that? Absence of something, there is no life. I hope all of us are living. When do you say the life is gone? Think. When do you think your life is gone? When you are not responding, or when there are no, of course, when a person dies, there is no life. At that moment, what happens? The entire body is there, the same 5.5 foot or 5 foot 8 inches body, eyes, ears, everything is there. But what is missing is there is no response. There are no more experiences. So I thought, let me see, we'll try to understand it with a beautiful example.
You have to be behind it.
Okay, I have to be here.
Yeah.
Here, most of the places here, you have got the walls made out of wood. But in quite many places, you have got the walls made out of bricks. It's a wall. There are bricks. Walls are made out of bricks. The quality of the wall and the quantity of wall depends on the quality and the quantity of bricks. If there are more bricks, the wall is big. If the bricks are less, you get a small wall. And then the quality of the bricks, here in Asia we have bricks of some of them of a very low quality. One small rain. But there are bricks which are made out of machines with properly seasoned and in an oven. They give a metal sound. Their quality is very good. The quality of the wall depends on the quality of the bricks, and the quantity, the size of the wall depends on the size of the bricks. That means, what do we have here is the quality and the quantity of the wall depends on the quality and the quantity of bricks. I hope you understood. Now, if you have understood this properly, if you want to make a quality wall, we need to improve the quality and the quantity of bricks. If this is understood, we have understood everything about life. Provided. Now, life is like a wall. Careful. No, Seshadri came and told life is like a wall. Don't take literally meaning. Only with reference to this example. And bricks are, experiences are like bricks. Now compare. The quality and the quantity of wall depends on the quality quantity of the bricks. Similarly, our life depends on the quality and the quantity of our experiences. I think you are very champions. So we say life is a series of experiences. If I have got lots of experiences, you say I have got a rich life. I don't have many experiences, we say it's a poor life. If majority of my experiences are happy, you say I have got a happy life. If majority of my experiences are sad, you say it's a sad life. Now what do we want? All of us want a
Happy life.
happy life. Repeat it now. That means what should we do? We should bring around some changes in the quality of life. Depends upon the quality and the quantity of our experiences. All of us want happy life. So the first thing that we have to do is we must improve the quality and the quantity of our experiences. You want happy life, it depends upon our experiences. Now the next question is, what is an experience and how do we get an experience? What is an experience? We get lots of experiences. We have been experiencing your life from the time you are born till the time you are going to die and make some others happy. Some people will make others happy only with their death. Oh, this man is written. But when does an experience happen? What is an experience? Think, start thinking. Oh, she had this coffee. What's your good name?
Marjorie?
Marjorie. Now, she had just now this coffee experience. How did she get that experience? This is an object, coffee. Your name is
Marjorie.
Marjorie. Marjorie is the experiencer. This is the experienced object. This is the subject experiencer. And then she took it near her mouth. There was a contact. Then she got coffee experience. No, she got it. No. That means when an experiencer, subject, me, contacts experienced object, then you get experience. So, for an experience to happen, we have got two things. One is object and the subject. Now question is, we said we want life is a series of we want, what do we want?
Happy life.
Happy life. Life depends upon experience. So this is like this, imagine her. Okay, imagine her like that. Let's say this is our friend and she has this and you have got the experience. Now the quality, the experience depends on two things. So now the question is, for an experience to happen, we need both. The subject, all of us, we, and the objects. Now though both are required, but do the same object give the same experience? For some, this coffee is so great. But some others cannot tolerate that. For an experience to happen, it depends upon two things, the object and the subject. But the same object does not give the same experience to all. So the experience depends totally on me. Some things I enjoy, but some things I am miserable. The object is same. Am I going through you? The object being same, Sometimes I am very happy, but the same thing is miserable. Some of you might like, for example, pizza. And others may not like that. So the experience does not depend only on the object, it depends upon me. Understood, no? Object being same, experiences depends on me. Now the question is, who is this subject, me, or the experiencer? Experience depends upon the experiencer. We want, what do we want?
Happy life.
Happy
Happy
life. It depends upon experiences. But more depends upon experiencer, me, not the experience object. Now, who is the experiencer is the next question. Who is the experiencer? I'm sorry, I'm coming back to you again and again. Here, experiencer, she means, is it her mouth or tongue? Carefully. We get experiences in this world through what are called 5 organs of perception. We get experience of objects through the eye. Now we see the forms and shapes. We get the experience of sound through the ear. I am using the word through. We experience through the nose, the smell. Taste through the tongue. Touch through the skin. We get experiences through this. Is her mouth, the tongue, the experiencer? Think. It is the organ. It is something like I am seeing through the window. Window is not seeing. Similarly, my experiences comes through these openings. It is not the eye. Eye is not the seer. Suppose your eyes can see. I am giving you.
Your mind.
Some people who have got a suspicious spouse, they will keep one eye in the house. Because if eyes can see. But eyes cannot see. It is through which the real experiencer in all of us is not these sense organs. According to a lot of research done by a lot of psychologists, it is not the sense organs with experience, it is our mind and intellect, the software in us. All of us have got what is called as the hardware, in computer field, like a mouse, keyboard, processor, and all that. But real thing inside is the software. That software is inserted through the hardware, and the expression through the hardware is of the software. Similarly, what we really experience, what the real experiencer in all of us is not these openings, and it is the mind and intellect. So, our experiences depend on our mind. Now, what do you want? We want a happy life. Life depends upon experience. Experiences, 2 things. One, object and subject. It more depends upon the subject. And here the subject, the experiencer, is not the senses, but it is the mind. So ultimately, friends, our life depends upon our mind and intellect. So, we want a happy life. Happy life comes to us not, you see, when you have analyzed, do you think that if you want to have a happy life, it depends upon the things outside? Suppose if it is in the things, let us say about $5,000 a month, you must get so much of happiness. $10,000 a month, double happiness. $15,000 a month, triple happiness. Is it happening?
No.
I have seen people here in Charlotte for $250,000, but I didn't see them happy. They should have been happier about 10 times than the other people who are getting 50,000. But it's not happening. So happiness does not depend on anything. Money, it doesn't depend upon money. Do you think it depends upon the position? Then the entry level people, the higher people should be happier, then higher, and ultimately the CEO should be the happiest person. Does it depend upon the car? Suppose you got an entry model car, you have some happiness. A bigger car, bigger happiness. And you have got the latest Benz or BMW, you should be happier still. Is it happening? Or people with one car, so much happiness. 2 cars, double happiness. 3 cars. That means happiness does not depend on the money, the power, the position, the status, or even the size of the house also. If you have got a house of about 5 bedrooms, so much of happiness. 10 bedrooms, 15 bedrooms, it doesn't depend. Or some people say, I have got 1 wife, so much of happiness. Or husband, both. Ask them there how miserable they are. So, that means what? All of us want happier life, but we are thinking that the happiness depends on things outside, the equipment, the house, the bank balance, the position, the car, the equipments in the house. But we try to get all this with the purpose that ultimate purpose that I want to be happy. But unfortunately, none of them give. Then where is happiness? It is purely a state of the mind. If you, and some people say, Seshadri, I am unhappy because, I married that person. If you had a person, like my wife, you would never have been smiling in your life. You say you are married for 42 years. You would have never smiled. Had you had a wife that I have. That means, for your happiness, should you change your wife or husband? Change means not a different one. You can't change the things outside or the behavior of anybody outside. So, my happiness, if I cannot be, it's purely a state of the mind. If I am not happy today with the same spouse, with the same house, with the same equipment, same car, same position, same finance, if I am not happy today, I will not be happy tomorrow. So we must all celebrate happy birthday to me, each one of you. Let's start singing, okay? Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me, your own name. Happy birthday to me. Today is the happy day. Right now, at this moment, if we cannot be happy, it's a question of bringing the changes in the mind. And we are doing all that. We are trying to find out happiness in things and people around. We are trying to change things. We are trying to change people. It is not possible. Let us be in the same place where you are living. Don't say, if I go to another state in United States, I will be happier. No. At that very place, with the same position, if I am not happy, I can never be happy on any other day. So we have to bring around some adjustments in the mind, and some of the few tips that we are going to talk is about this. These disturb our mind and we become miserable, we become unhappy, worry, no? And most of us have got a lot of things to. How much time we have? What is the time I must close there? I'll get a warning or?
20 minutes, 12 seconds.
20 minutes I have finished. And how much more I have?
It's 10 minutes left.
10 minutes left, okay. Okay. Analyze most of the things that causes us miserable is our own worry. And most people are worried. And this worry is one that is going to kill all of us. And what happens is, if I am in a state of worry, the neighbor becomes a great philosopher. Suppose he is very worried, he says, oh, this is so simple. He becomes a great philosopher. But when he has this thing, he has to go. Why? When I think are outside me, I don't worry about. So I have found out practically that if we are able to analyze worry, we are unnecessarily worrying things on which we need not worry. Actually, we don't need to do any worry at all. We have to have a list of things and find out what is it that is causing me worry, analyze it, and when you get a solution, then there is no more worry. We have to find out the reasons for my worry and possible solutions. And one other method I found out is what is called as when we live in a day-tight compartments. Today is the 27th. Maybe start from tomorrow. In trains you have got the various railway compartments. Suppose there are no vestibules, each is closed. Let our life be like that. Tomorrow the 28th shall be a day where you are not going to bring in 27 or 29. Talk to yourself tomorrow morning that from today I am going to have a happy life. Come what may. Let it start. Good. You already celebrated happy birthday today. Again tomorrow you talk to yourself. This day I shall be very, very happy. Because we can't change things. We have to only bring some changes in our own mind. And you don't, we are always searching for things outside, trying to say. I got one illustration to give you, a thing that happened in India. There was one, a businessman with lots and lots of money. Please come with me now. I hope you are with me. Now, he is a businessman. He had lots of money. And those days, he didn't have the credit and debit card. They were in the habit of carrying all the cash with them. And while he was traveling, there was a first-class coupe. There were only 2 seats. To the first seat, he was there, this businessman with lot of money. To the only other seat came a thief. He was to rob. He came with the purpose of robbing. And, when the train is going, this man was in the habit of taking out notes, counting, keeping. Again counting, keeping. This thief was very happy. I got a huge treasure. And then, train was going on. He was an olden day thief, he had some ethics values. He wouldn't kill people for money. And when they were traveling, night came, both of them dozed, slept. And in the night, the thief woke up. He saw this businessman with lot of money had gone to a toilet. Immediately he thought, this is a right time. And he opened the briefcase, it was not there. He ransacked the bed, it was not there. He saw his shirt, pant pockets, it was not there. He saw, including the pillow with pouch, nowhere it was there. And this businessman came from the toilet. And then he made him stop. And he stripped him, thoroughly checked him. The money was not there. Then he said, sir, I am a thief. I came to steal money. But I am not finding it anywhere. I searched your briefcase. I searched your pockets. All is not there. Then this businessman says, I knew this, dear. I knew the moment I go, you would search all my belongings. I kept the money under your pillow. And we are like that. We want happiness. We are finding it in all other places except where it is. He was trying to search everywhere. And all of us are like that, trying to find out where is the happiness. And happiness we are trying to search in things. Even, our own Michael Jackson, 2,500 acre plot. I know you know it very well. And he had his own, zoo. What treasure, what wealth, what money. Do you think he was the happiest man in the United States? Miserable. Why? Happiness we are trying to search in things. It is not even in people also. It is not with anybody outside me. It is a state of the mind. Now, all our experiences should be how are we to prepare our own mind. And now one of the things that happen is, things happen in this world. Before this happens, we must develop the ability to accept things as they are. Now, you say, if that happens, I will be happy. No, I got married in the year 1972. I got a daughter in the year 1974. And next day, 77, my wife was pregnant. At that moment, I was in Germany. First, I had a daughter. Second, I was expecting a son. And then when I was in Germany, the cable came, your wife delivered a baby girl. I was living with a German lady called Frau Meyer. She said, come on, Seshadri, let us all celebrate. I said, what do you mean? You mean condolences? What condolences? I said, when my second daughter Sriranjini was born, we didn't celebrate because miserable. 1979 was the year I died. I died means quickly reborn. There was a transformation in the mind. I got exposed to the Carnegie module of training and to a spiritual master from India. My life changed. 1982, my wife was on the family way. And again, this time, on the 12th of November 1982, the doctor came with a sad face. Seshadri, very sad. I have to tell you, you got the third baby girl. I said, what are you telling, doctor? Let us all celebrate the best. We celebrated maximum when my third and final girl, Bhamini, was born. Now tell me, if I am trying to make you understand, if I am miserable because of the second girl, third girl should have made me more miserable. I should have jumped out from the hospital. It didn't happen. Why? Not a split second it didn't happen because our mind is. So friends, as long as we are trying to search happiness outside, it can never happen. We must learn the ability, mentally be prepared. Maybe suppose you lose the job, don't get worried. If not this job, better job. If a girl or man ditches you, good, I get a better one. Yeah, nothing is going to happen. After all, by worrying, you are not going to solve a problem. One thing certainly is going to happen is you make horrible decisions, you can't solve any problems, your health will suffer, all the miseries you have. On the contrary, talk to yourself, come what may, I shall always be happy because I know happiness is not outside, it is here. There are techniques, the yogic techniques, we practice what are called yogas. There are called techniques like pranayam and meditation, and we have been coaching people all over the country. These techniques of yogas, pranayam is a fantastic technique, and meditation. These techniques make you develop that mind, the disturbing mind, to a single state, calm state. All of us are happy when we are sleeping. Why are we happy? No problem of that useless husband or intolerable wife. No problem with anybody. No problem with it. Because when I am sleeping, why I am happy is because there are no thoughts. But when you are dreaming, you are miserable. Dreaming means, these things will happen. So if you are able to take your mind to that state through yoga, pranayam and meditation, and you are able to reach a state, a calm, peaceful state, then you will make fantastic decisions. You can solve all problems. You can be excellent in your profession, excel in your profession, contribute to your family, you can contribute to the organization you are working in, you can contribute to the nation and the world, and be happy. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the patience.
Thank you for coming here and really giving us such a wonderful tips, so many wonderful.
I hope we have made you happy. Sometimes, this talk itself becomes miserable. But still, tolerate. In spite of the talk, if you are happy, I am happy.
Well, to help you make you a little happier, if that's possible, we got you a Toastmaster mug with some wonderful candy inside. Thank you.